Hi friends, this is Dave from Southgate Imaging. So this is really just a quick video. I've had this question from subscribers. If you are shopping for a Yamaha Red Label and you're torn between a 3 and a 5 series, what should you do? Where's your best buy? So I'll walk you through the guitar and talk to the features that come with that particular model. And then it's really up to you to decide where it's at. I got to tell you right up front, both are great guitars, both are great values. So here we go. So this is an FS5. An FS5 comes with a really nice deluxe Yamaha hardshell case, and it's an upgrade case. This is not a $100 long McQuaid Yorkville case. This is a really nice case. For me, day to day, I use a gig bag anyway. I'd rather go to a jam with a gig bag than a nice case, especially a real nice case, because they're going to get beat up. There's no question about it. Gig bags are actually just as much protection in a lot of ways, a good gig bag, and they stand up better long term. Just my opinion. But there's value to having the case. You can always buy a second gig bag. Okay, second thing, the pins. The FG5 comes with the ebony pins, which are real nice. The FS3 doesn't. If it's that important to you, you can put them on. You can put them on an FG3. You know, you just pop out the pins, put in new pins, right? It might be $50 for a set of pins max, and then you have ebony pins. So keep that in mind. The pick guard on these, on the FG5s, actually is very controversial because it's like a big hunk of plastic that's supposed to look like wood. If you like it, that's great. I don't mind it. Some people find it scratchy. So some people find this not cool. It hasn't bothered me at all. I certainly wouldn't take it off. Some people take it off and replace it with more standard tortoise guard kind of pick guards up himself. It's not an issue with the FG3 or FS3 because they come with just a regular pick guard. So I think it's a black one. So think about that. Construction-wise, the ebony fretboard and bridge is the same, and the tuners are the same. So those parts of it are all the same. The big thing with the FG5 is that they are tuned up in the end, set up in the end by a Japanese luthier, and supposedly they have higher quality woods. I haven't found that, in my experience, my FG3 sounded that much different than my FG5. That could be my ears. I'm 67 years old, so you know, things are what they are. I don't know. But I certainly know with playability-wise, the setups are usually, even when you get an FG5 or an FS5, you may have to tweak the setup to your liking anyway. So even if it's done in Japan, they're not going, they don't know if you're a bluegrass player or they don't know if you're a fingerstyle player. So they may be set up a little bit better in general, but they don't know what your playing style is. And to be honest, I've found that the best setups I found out of the box from Yamahas, believe it or not, are on FS800s and FG800s. It's hard to believe that their entry-level ones have a more consistent setup. That's been my experience. I just got to tell you. So take the Japan Luthier thing with a grain of salt. Other than that, you know, you do get what you pay for, like most things, but you're getting for the money. It's really up to you. Say for an extra $600, say, am I getting everything I think I want? Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention is these come with a bone nut and saddle, the FG5s and the FG3s and FS3s come with plastic urea, they call it. Is that a big deal to you? It might be. Now, if you decide to buy into the 3 level instead of the 5, you can always replace the bridge pins. You can always replace the saddle and nut. They're easy to replace. However, you'll have to pay for a setup unless you're doing it yourself, because your luthier is going to replace them and then want to set up the guitar. Playing the guitar, playability is very much the same once it's set up for me. Sound, yeah, the bone nut and saddle, you can feel it. Like you feel these are very, very responsive, and I think that the bone nut and saddle help with that. So it's up to yourself. You could get an FS3 or FG3 and put in a new nut and saddle and set up. If you're doing your work yourself, that might only be 50 bucks. So everyone's situation is different. I'm the kind of guy, I would get the FG3 and put a bone nut and saddle in and be done with it, right? And if I wanted the Atmosphere is a really great pickup system, but if I buy in at a FS3 level and want to put in a K&K down the road, I can do that. So it's, you know, it's a nice platform to work on. It's not like you're going into a dead end model. These are all great guitars. Let me stress that. These are all great guitars. Anyway, that's been my experience from owning 4 or 5 Red Labels now. I still love them, and that's kind of where my preference is. Anyway, if you found this helpful, remember to like and subscribe. And any questions or comments, let me know. If you have any questions about the differences in models, I love answering those kind of questions. Do you have a Red Label, and what do you think about it? Anyway, have a great day. Thanks.